right, well, good morning. Thank you all for coming. I'm Melissa Adkins, the CEO of Mary and Elizabeth Hospital. And, I want you to think about 9 months. A lot can happen in 9 months. And for us at this facility, today marks the 9-month countdown for our new birthing place. This newly renovated $20 million labor and delivery center will welcome expectant families from all across Louisville and hopefully beyond for the first time since 1974. 50 years is a long time to not offer birthing to the only hospital west of 65. And you can tell by the interest shown today how important it really is. Maternity services at the birthing place come at a special time in history as we are celebrating 150 years of caring for families on this side of Louisville. This project would not be possible without the $8.25 million grant that was generously granted by the Louisville Metro government. We're so grateful. That grant, along with a significant investment by U of L Health, is allowing us to renovate the nearly 21,000 square feet facility. Of course, it's already existing and it's right behind me, so hopefully you'll have a chance to go and look and see what's happening already. Our moms-to-be will find 8 labor and delivery and recovery and postpartum suites for natural or traditional childbirth, each featuring a spa-inspired labor tub, so we're really excited about that. The birthing place will also include a C-section suite, a well baby level 1 nursery, antepartum exam suite, centralized nurse station to maximize visibility of laboring families, family lounge, and a labor lounge that provides a calming and soothing environment for the families who come here. Education classrooms, consult spaces, prenatal education areas, and lactation consultation will also occur here. And an updated lobby and cafe space to benefit the entire hospital, and everyone at the hospital is excited for that because we're going to be proudly serving Starbucks, so yeah. This project will allow more women in our area to be able to deliver newborns close to home, which is extremely important. The birthing place is going to make a difference in the lives of so many. To talk about making a difference in patients' lives, I am pleased to introduce our very own Mr. Tom Miller.
Thank you, Melissa, and the entire team here. Your passion is felt by all of us. And I will say 9 months from now, I hope I don't have a baby born here. That would be one goal that I have. When you think of the process of 9 months and gestation associated with it, and as you go inside, you'll be able to see what the vision that's going to happen. And our goals are very straightforward. To improve access to care. The number one complaint I normally get is, I can't get access to care. Melissa and her team are going to fix that problem for women in this community, which is remarkable. There probably isn't a new OB unit being set up in a hospital east of the Mississippi. There's probably not 3 this entire year. So it's incredible the work that you and your team are doing. And we really are trying to do that. But when I look at this hospital, I come back and look at 5 years ago when we brought the hospital on board and look at the things that you've done. And setting up, we'll be opening up, I think in October, a medical psych program here. You've also got an expansion of your ORs that are going on, celebrating 150 years, and now bringing birthing services to this community. What a tremendous opportunity. And truly one thing is trying to make sure access to everyone in this community to care. We know that having care local does make a difference in improving the well-being of people, and we really do think that we can do that here. And so I just want to say thank you for the Birthing Center, for what you're trying to do. I also want to recognize a couple of people because they've meant so much. Councilwoman Fowler, thank you for your commitment, and the whole Metro Council for what you've done and helping us. We could not have done this without you. Councilman Blackwell, Mayor Greenberg, thank you both. As a partner, we are going to make a difference in the health of the community. And I have to thank Mary Ann Butler, who is our board chair. Her persistence to let's make a difference here has been felt throughout this project. And so just want to say thank you to you and your entire team. We are going to make a difference in the health of this community, and I want to thank our academic partners. I see Dr. Francis, who is chair of OB services at University Hospital, Dr. Becker, who has been leading family medicine and relocated here, his team. Truly, we're bringing academic partnership together into a community hospital. And I can't say how proud I am of the relationship we have at the university. We truly are partners with that. With that, I'd like to introduce the president of the university, Dr. Kim Shassel, who is chairman of the board of U of L Health and helps guide us along the way.
Thank you, Tom. It's wonderful to be in South Louisville today for this important and life-changing announcement. First, I want to echo what Tom said because it bears repeating. Having health care, in this case maternity services at Mary and Elizabeth Hospital, means an improvement in the overall health for this neighborhood. And bringing health care to underserved areas, well, it is a hallmark of U of L Health under the direction of you, Tom, and your team. South Louisville deserves to have these services close to home, and we are extremely proud to be bringing them back to this vibrant part of our city after an absence of nearly 50 years. This is long overdue and a perfect time for this expansion of Mary and Elizabeth, which, as you know, is celebrating 150 years of service in 2024. Mary and Elizabeth already serve zip codes with some of the highest birth rates in Jefferson County. For U of L and our partners at U of L Health, nothing is more important than caring for the most vulnerable among us. Bringing maternity services to Mary and Elizabeth will also result in more educational opportunities for future healthcare workers. And of course, that plays right into the university's mission of producing more doctors, more nurses, and more healthcare workers to address ongoing shortages throughout the Commonwealth, as well as right here in Louisville. It's also appropriate to have the birthing place join our School of Medicine's Family Medicine Residency Program here at Mary and Elizabeth. That program cares for patients of all ages, including newborns, so it is a perfect fit. I want to thank Tom and his tremendous team for all they've done to grow U of L Health in just a few short years. We take our responsibility to expand our health system to areas of the communities that need it most. That's why you've seen us move and grow in West Louisville, Bullitt County, Shelby County, and now here. I want to thank Governor Beshear and welcome the First Lady here to represent him, Mayor Greenberg, Senator Neal, Senator Nemes, Representative Nemes, council members Foster and Blackwell, and all of our elected officials with the Kentucky General Assembly, as well as Louisville Metro Council, for your important support, leadership, as well as guidance. Just last week, I was with Tom when we topped off, and many of the rest of you here, topped off the expansion of U of L Hospital downtown. We couldn't do these projects without you, and it feels like, well, we're on a roll, and you can really feel the momentum. Finally, I want to thank all of our healthcare heroes who have made Mary and Elizabeth Hospital a respected healthcare mainstay, serving South Louisville community admirably for generations. I know that the birthing place will only increase Mary and Elizabeth's standing and importance in our community. As I've said many times, and in fact last week, cranes, when you see them, construction cranes, warm the hearts of university presidents, CEOs, mayors, elected officials, governors across the board. Well, we don't have a crane here today, but we do have sledgehammers. And I think that's a perfect proxy for the crane because it signals confidence, it signals progress, and it signals what a bright future that this hospital and this birthing place has. Thank you, everybody, for all your support.
Good morning, everyone. It is so wonderful to be with everyone here today to celebrate this amazing partnership that is making this project happen. To think about the fact that for the past 50 years, there has not been a birth in a birthing center west of I-65 is not the Louisville any of us here or any of us in the entire city are going to accept any longer. And so today, to celebrate this partnership, in partnership with U of L Health, with U of L, the city, the state, everybody working together, contributing in their own way to make this happen, is a reflection of the Louisville that we are all working to create as we move our city in a new direction to ensure that every neighborhood, that every person, regardless of where you live, has the same access to high quality, great health care like that U of L Health provides. And that's why it's so exciting that right here in South Louisville, this birthing center is going to be open in 9 months. And so to celebrate that partnership is a really great day today, and it's going to be even better in 9 months when the doors are being opened. I just want to say a few thanks to these great, strong partnerships that are making this happen. First, to President Schatzel and everyone at U of L. It is so great to see all of the progress that's being made, the partnership between the city and the university, and as she just mentioned, the great new developments that are happening in large part with U of L Health, with Tom and his team, as we celebrate the great investments that are happening downtown in the LUMED district to make that a world-class medical education and research district, not just for Louisville, but for the entire region and country. But what this is showing today is clear. It's not just about downtown. It is about every part of the city. And that makes this even more special for this investment to be made right here in South Louisville. And also a special thanks to Councilwoman Cindy Fowler. Because while the city is getting a lot of credit for doing this, I want to be very clear. This investment by the city would not have happened without the dedication, the commitment, the persistence, the commitment that Councilwoman Fowler has had since my very first conversation with her long before I was mayor, when we were talking about some of the things that she hoped to accomplish. This was at the top of her list. And so Councilman Blackwell and I and everyone else from Metro Council and my administration has done everything we can to support this. But Councilwoman Fowler, thank you so much for your leadership. It would not have happened without you. And to my friends in the General Assembly as well, this is another great example about the partnership that can happen when we work together. Just as we did during the last session to bring unprecedented amounts of money to invest throughout our entire city of Louisville, I'm excited about continued investments like this in great partner organizations like U of L and U of L Health, in important medical advancements like we're here today. And finally, while we're here to celebrate and focus on birthing, I also want to say let's continue this momentum to do what is needed next. Yes, we must focus on ensuring that every woman, every family, every baby has the best possible health care everywhere in our city. And then once they're born, let's make sure that we also continue to provide the support to every baby who's born in every neighborhood, in every family in this entire country, in this entire city. And to do that, I encourage everyone to join the governor, to join the first lady, to join me in our support of working to make early childhood education a reality for more 4-year-olds, for more 3-year-olds in Louisville and across the entire state of Kentucky. Let's have kids that are born healthy, and then let's help them start their education so that their entire life is healthy, is strong, and gives them every opportunity to succeed. That's what we're going to continue to do. So again, congratulations, and we are so excited to celebrate with you here today and in the future. And now let me introduce someone else who has been a huge supporter of this project, who I am honored to call my colleague every day of the week at Louisville Metro Government, who's come back to Louisville Metro Government doing a great job leading our Open Records Department, but is here today in her capacity as chair of Mary and Elizabeth Hospital, my great colleague and friend, Mary Ann Butler.
Good morning, and thanks for coming today. It was a long journey to get here. It took a lot of work, not only on behalf of Melissa and her team, but Aaliyah Fox and her team down at the foundation. Anytime we needed numbers, they were right there pulling them together for us. And watching this hospital return to a true community hospital with expanded services for residents, and also the involvement in the community, such as Taste of South Louisville last weekend, the mayor's brunch, that sort of thing. You understand U of L's commitment to this community. And I just can't say enough about it. It has changed some of the lives that live around this hospital that walk over here for services. When the pharmacy closed, what'd you all do? You opened your pharmacy for the community, because there's not a pharmacy within miles. So they're meeting the needs of the community, and they're doing it even more right now with the birthing center. I mean, when we were talking about it back in the beginning, that there's no place west of 65 to have a child, it's a travesty. It truly is. So, all I can say is U of L has renewed this hospital, sort of like a renewed birthing. And now they're going a little bit more to allow others to give birth in this community. And so I can't thank them enough. And I can't thank my former colleague, Cindy Fowler. She was my seatmate for many years when I was on council. And when I was talking to her, she took the ball and ran. So I cannot thank you enough, and getting the support from the others. Rick was on the board at the time and was helpful. So it came to fruition, and it's fabulous. It's fabulous. And I'm honored to call you up now so you can talk and tell everyone your other visions that you might have that we can help you with.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ann. I am so excited about this. This is like something that, I don't know, it's like the height of my political career. It was so needed and so very important to the people west of I-65, especially the women and families. And I have to say, I'm getting accolades, and I appreciate that. But without the vision of Tom Miller and Melissa Atkins, it wouldn't have happened. So I really appreciate your all's commitment and what you have done to make this a possibility today. I was born here in 1957. Don't rack your brain. I'm 67 now. But it is just a wonderful place. Mary Elizabeth has always been a great hospital, but now it is truly, I don't know, just changed to a community hospital that is going to see us into the future. So thank you very much. I appreciate everything.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Mary Ann. And it's my pleasure to welcome up the First Lady of Kentucky, Miss Brittany Bashir.
So I'm looking over here, and I'm realizing that you better hold on to those designers, because I think 5-star hotels and Airbnb is going to be calling. It's beautiful. This hospital is bringing maternity services back to South Louisville for the first time in 50 years, and that is amazing. Both my children were born in Louisville, and when Will was born, we lived 5 minutes from the hospital. When Lila was born, we lived about 15 minutes, and my mom had dropped me off. I called Andy. I said I was going into labor, and he got behind the slowest driver in Louisville. We're still looking for that driver. Probably felt like 200 million zillion years to get to me. But the point was that it really only took about 20 minutes. And people in this community have not had the option of getting behind Mr. Magoo, and it's still only taking 20 minutes. Every Kentucky family deserves to have quick, local, state-of-the-art access, especially when it comes to bringing new life into this world. I want to thank U of L Health for your commitment to this community, and Mayor Greenberg and Louisville Metro government for investing over $8 million in this critical project. Andy and I believe that healthcare is a human right. He's worked hard to expand access throughout his time in office. He expanded Medicaid, relaunched Connect, our state health insurance exchange, and protected coverage for over 100,000 Kentuckians. He also extended Medicaid coverage for mothers and newborns for a full year after the baby is born. This helps new moms get life-saving postpartum care when they need it, and it helps us give babies their strongest start in life. Fortunately, moms and babies can receive all of their follow-up care close to home at this same hospital through the U of L Health Family Medicine Residency Program. So really, it's one-stop shopping over here, which is incredible. Andy has been so happy to celebrate with you over these past years during several special milestones, like the arrival of life-saving vaccines, U of L Health's 200th year anniversary, the openings of your new South Campus in Bullitt County, and more. Just last week, he joined many of you for the topping off ceremony for the new patient tower downtown. I'm very grateful to be here today. I appreciate the opportunity to be here, and it is Now, my pleasure to introduce the man who needs no introduction whatsoever because he is a staple of fighting for all of us here in Louisville, Senator Neal.
Good morning. Andy doesn't do that like that.
I'll take notes.
Well, I'm going to call him today. We're going to have to change this around a little bit. I like that. I want to sweep behind you. Yes. Let me say this is really an exciting time. I spoke at another event earlier today, and I felt really lifted by the work that they were doing. And I hadn't homed in on this the way I should have because things have been going pretty fast. And then I homed in on this and I said, birthing center? And I had to readjust my brain as to what that meant. And then I had to expand it into what that meant for families and what that meant as I went deeper into a community that did not have access to services that they should have. And then I think about the intentionality of U of L Health and its leadership in terms of responding to community needs. And then I understand, and we understand, that's what this is all about. It's about taking circumstances, needs, connecting them to people, and making things better. We're talking about uplifting people. We're talking about providing services that individuals, some they don't even know what it means to them in their lives. And then we're talking about leadership. We're talking about the leadership. They keep mentioning your name, Cindy Fowler. I'm going to mention it too, because it does not surprise me that Cindy Fowler grabbed a hold of something and ran with it as hard as she could, and now that vision, which multiple individuals are responsible for, is now a reality. Think about that. That's huge. That's what happens when we work together. And I've heard those words here, because that's what it's all about. So we look at the mayor's leadership in terms of this. I've had the pleasure of working with him over a period of time. The president, who every time I turn around, I see us locking arms on something that we agree with and can work together on. Tom, I'm going to tell you, I haven't had the opportunity to interact with you on the level where the real work gets done and where it gets carried out. I want to congratulate you on that. And then Melissa, where did you come from? I mean, my God, looks, and it goes on and on and on. And it really extends to you, because at the end of the day, it's about us. And that's so very important. So these little notes that they prepared for me, they're not going to go anywhere, because it's already been said before I stepped up here today. You already know the people are here, the importance of what is happening here. And I love what you said, President. We're on a roll, and you're a part of that roll. God bless you all.
Welcome to the Southwest End, the working person's part of the city and county. It always has been. We, my age, my parents lived in the projects, the Iroquois projects that are now gone, and moved out to Valley Station, the low-income housing where the military was. And so I grew up out here. I raised my family right down the street by Iroquois Park. So it is important that the mayor has done a great job of reaching out to all of the city and doing well in all of the city, not just in certain parts. So it's an old joke, and Mary Ann, you know it, is the old people like me sent their kids to school, and they moved off to the East End, and the joke is, what do the East Enders call the South Enders? Mom and Dad. Well, now, with the birthing center and that, maybe we can keep our families here. And, of course, the whole city's good thanks to the mayor and that. And this goes back a long way, U of L, where they were losing their teaching hospital. And they came to the state and said, we need some help with buying the hospital so we can keep our teaching hospital. So we came through, and we asked them to promise us that they would be more, that they would go out throughout the whole community and the state, and they have honored their commitment. This shows that. Dr. Schatzel, Tom Miller, they have followed through on something that we really didn't expect, and it's great for this community, for the whole city, and the state. So thank you all for being here.
Marion Elizabeth Hospital in this community continues to benefit from allies in both City Hall and Frankfort, and we're so grateful. You know, when Tom brought me here, and I think I started my job January 6th of 2020, he gave me a mission, and the mission was restore this hospital to what it once was. And with his support and his leadership, I've been able to do that with a wonderful team, because nobody does anything without a great team, and I have the best team in the world.
Anyone can do a groundbreaking. In the South End, we do sledgehammers. I love it. I want to thank U of L Health for their commitment of excellence to Mary and Elizabeth. And if I slip here and throw the Saints in, it's tough for the Catholic community to get rid of the Saints in front of Mary and Elizabeth. But their commitment to excellence of Mary and Elizabeth. Thank you to Melissa. The senator asked where you came from. Heaven. She's been awesome, just a tremendous partner, and her and Marianne Butler for their unwavering commitment to making Mary and Elizabeth a top quality institution for the South End. As the president of DeSales High School, I'd be remiss if I failed to mention what an outstanding community partner Mary and Elizabeth is, and U of L Health are for the South End, for our health in this area. I also want to, can't go by without saying this, I want to thank my friend and colleague. I'm the budget chair, but Cindy Fowler's the budget bulldog. So when you give Cindy Fowler on something, you know, we got to narrow her down, because she can have like 85 first projects that she's interested in. But on this one, she got focused. One thing, we're going to get this done, and she really is. I'm so glad that we're acknowledging her work, because sometimes when we do these things, we just kind of throw it out there and say, you know, the council did whatever, you know. Yeah, we followed her lead. We did do that. But she was the leader by far, and she made it happen. So she just did a wonderful job. And just last, I'm just thrilled that the vision that we have for Mary and Elizabeth Hospital, and that U of L Health has for Mary and Elizabeth Hospital, one more thing is coming to reality here in the South End, and we're grateful for all that you've done for us.
But we could not do it without our midwives, our physicians, and leading the team is Dr. Sean Francis, and we're so grateful for him, who brings his expertise, leadership, and passion for women's health to Mary and Elizabeth. So welcome, Dr. Francis.
Good morning. You know, I was going to joke and say that, you know, we've done this so many times lately that I feel like I should buy a hard hat. And then I got here and saw we all got hard hats. And I think that was almost the second most exciting thing that I've seen all day. With each new project facilitated by University of Louisville Health and Kentucky leadership, we create valuable opportunities. The latest edition, the Birthing Place, will bring significant changes to South Louisville. This new facility will not only create job opportunities, but also provide much-needed healthcare access for mothers and expectant mothers in the community. The Birthing Place has already attracted top doctors from leading training programs such as Mayo Clinic and Duke. We're hoping that we can get them to actually sign, ensuring that Kentuckians will have immediate access to some of America's most highly regarded specialists. Currently, obstetric services in Louisville are concentrated in downtown and East Jefferson County. South Louisville and West Louisville deserve a women's health care program that's closer to home. In recent years, we've expanded our offerings at Mary and Elizabeth to include various OBGYN specialties, and especially the midwifery services. Those are the ones that do all the work and should actually be up here. They're out there, so I'm not long from calling you up here. That's right, I don't want to embarrass you. Today, as we break ground and break down this wall, the Birthing Place, we symbolize our commitment to eliminating barriers to women's health care. Our midwives will provide exceptional care to women and their growing families at Mary and Elizabeth Hospital. They will be supported by our downtown maternal fetal medicine providers and a level 3 NICU. We eagerly anticipate the opening of the Birthing Place late next spring, bringing labor and delivery services closer to home for many families. With that being said, I want to again thank our incredible leadership crew, our Kentucky leaders. I think you're doing an enormous job and immensely helping recruitment, probably beyond your knowledge, and we're just looking forward to moving. Thanks.
We look forward to delivering our first babies 9 months from now, which is exciting. And but right now, it's time to swing some sledgehammers. So let's go tear something up.